Welcome. Welcome to the first edition of the M.R.E.D corner, right? M.R.E.D. So, what does it stand for? It's the degree that I'm trying to pursue that I will have in 2 years or less. Stands for Masters of Science in Real Estate Development. So, why am I doing this YouTube show? Well, first off, I want to connect with a wide variety of different people that are in the industry. I want to learn from them. I want to learn from you, my audience, and I also want to share what I'm learning with other people. Invoke some discussion, kind of like a live blog, if you will, of what I'm feeling throughout the week, throughout the upcoming weeks. This degree will take me 2 years to complete, and I will complete it. So let's talk about me. I don't mean to sound narcissistic. Let me talk about my credentials. In 2006, I graduated from high school with a high school diploma from Union High School. In 2008, I graduated from Nassau Community College with a Associate of Arts, basically in liberal arts. In late 2010, I graduated from New York University's Steinhardt School of Education with a degree in history education. And now I find myself pursuing a Master's of Science in Real Estate Development, M.R.E.D degree. So why would a guy like me want to deviate and go in a different path? Well, basically, what I was going to do when I was teaching, I was going to stay home for another couple of years, ride it till the wheels fall off, as they say, live rent-free, and take the money that I'm making teaching and invest it into properties, small properties, so that as time goes on, I would be able to build a real estate portfolio that would supersede my income. Good plan. I graduated 2010, somewhere along the time between 2009 to 2010, I began to kind of reconsider. Not that I didn't like teaching. I love my students. I got to meet Bill Gates. I got to meet Tom Brokaw in a school. I love the students. I love the teaching. It was very nice. But, you know, that what if set in. What if? What if I held off on teaching and try to do something else? I figured that the real money would be in real estate law, or the real money would be in real estate law, if you will. And that's what I thought. This past summer, I tried to take the LSAT. I crashed and burned. I still want to go to law school. I'm going to save that till another time. I think that this is particularly better for me. Now, the M.R.E.D, what this program is going to teach me, is going to teach me entrepreneurship. You always hear me on the Facebook, I don't want to punch a clock for anybody, this, that, but let me just set the record straight. I know somewhere along the line I'm going to have to punch a clock for somebody, but I don't want that to be for the rest of my life. So, that is why there is just roughly about 128 hours in 1 week, right? 128 hours. I've spent probably about 250 something of those hours getting my bachelor's degree, another 250 getting my associates. You know, I could go out there and work and become a teacher. I would love it. I would love the kids. But I know that some point in my life, you know, around 50, they always say that people kind of look back on their life and look at major junction points. This is a major junction point, and say, what if? What if I would have held off on teaching and try to get a little bit more education in a different field, right? In 2007, when the Great Recession hit, a lot of people, you know, they lost their homes, they lost their jobs, and they had to start from scratch. I learned from it, and I was thinking to myself, you know, teaching is nice or whatever, but in tomorrow's economy, what we're facing is that people have to have more than one thing spinning. And this is what I want to do. I still want to invest. Regardless, I'm still going to be an investor, a real estate investor. But I think the development side of it that is what's good for me, and that's what I'm going to try to pursue before I go to law school. Law now, why I want to be a lawyer, I think everything is kind of set in motion. When I set up my real estate empire, I want to have a legal mind. I respect lawyers. Lawyers think differently about the world. And I want to be able to avoid a lot of legal problems. When you're a big fish like how I want to become, that you're gonna have a lot of people coming after you. Instead of going to a lawyer and paying a lawyer, I want to be able to, if you know, if you will, protect my property, protect my investment. So the M.R.E.D would be kind of like my bread and butter to bring in the money, if you will, and the law will be like my gun. So that's why I'm pursuing this path. All right. So today happens to be the first day of orientation. I might go. It's a good possibility. I'll go if you continue looking that way. I'm looking at my board over here. I got a Monday. Monday I got a development process class from 1:30 to 4:30 at Times Square. Tuesday I got a legal principles and practice class, which I really have to focus on because that's what I want to do later. 4:20 to 6:50. And then Wednesday I got a finance class. Now to get back to the M.R.E.D. M.R.E.D. Master's of Science in Real Estate Development. Now, when I say development, people don't know what that means. Sometimes when you see buildings being excavated, um, it's more or less a developer that's behind it. Now, when I say real estate developer, no, nothing. Some people, some like, okay, what's that? Now, if I said Donald Trump, people are like, oh yeah, that guy, yeah, that's one of the most famous real estate developers. All right. When previously, and this is my thinking, when I seen buildings go up, I thought that was the construction business, but it's more or less real estate developers. Now, how this works is that you have a developer, like let's say over here, right? A real estate developer is like a coordinator, if you will, right? Or the guy who gets things going. He's the guy that's trained and he knows how to take money that's being, lent to him by lenders and investors and flip it and make more money for himself and for his business partners, right? The real estate developer works with a general contractor, okay? He works with a real estate lawyer, which which is really the heart and soul of it. Well, I mean, all of these are play very vital parts, but if you don't know your law, you're gonna lose your freedom, or you're gonna lose your money, which I don't want to lose either. So you have the general contractor, you have the real estate lawyer, and you have the architect, and you have some other people. But the real estate developer is like an investor. He's trained in the aspect of making money. So this is what I want to do. All right. So today is the orientation. I'm going to be doing it week by week by week. Welcome to semester 1, uh, the intro week. This is the real estate corner, and you've just been experienced.